Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
And good. How are you?
Hey, another day in paradise.
I feel you there. Started up a little early tonight. It's all right. We got the other guy on the crew. Yep. So, I know, obviously I brought you on because I got the Illinois show coming up this weekend, SummerSlam 2024.
Yep.
And I know you can explain a little bit more about what's happening there.
Yeah.
What all we're going to be doing, what the competitors can expect, and all the fun stuff that's going to be going on.
Awesome.
Good,
Yeah, so SummerSlam 2024, they got cherry bombs coming to play at 8 o'clock. Of course, you guys are going to be there. They're going to have a food vendor, beer garden. Clyde's is going to be their barbershop. They're going to be doing free buzz cuts. I believe that they're going to have a bag tournament all day long, bounce house for the kids. There's going to be top of class trophies, top 20, top bikes. Registration starts 9 to 12 for the car show. He really didn't update me on what you guys are doing. I'm sure you can let everybody know. I know registration was $15 a car, and then there's going to be a couple vendors there, like Laying Licks. He'll be there doing pinstriping. There's going to be a lady there doing custom T-shirts and tumblers and things of that nature. Rawhide and Roses or something along those lines. Sorry if I got that wrong. There's quite a bit of things that have been popping up lately.
Right on.
But amongst that, I think we're pretty much covered. I know they're still looking to add some people and get some people in there. We have a lot of last minute people coming in and trying to get places. So there's a lot to change. Of course, there's a Facebook page. You can always follow that to get updates.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So, are they really doing a beard contest?
Usually, if Steve gets time to set it up, he does. He does a pretty decent little beard mustache contest.
I was wondering. I thought I could have swore Todd told me that, and I was like, "Oh, that's different." A lot of the shows we're gonna have a bikini contest. We're having a beard contest at this one, so it's different.
Yeah, right. No wet t-shirt or no wet t-shirt contest here, but more of a mustache and beard. But we've been trying to get it to where it's more family oriented, not so much just adults. Give something for the kids to do as well as the adults. Have some fun, enjoy the weekend. That's why we chose the campground and kind of kept everything relatively family oriented.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Basswars is like that, anyways. We try to keep everything as family oriented as possible, but like the shows I'm talking about, it's like Slamology. They have like contest and stuff. So on here, the Michigan judge, he just had a show where they did a bikini contest up there in Michigan. So I mean, I don't know. I haven't had that. I don't have that at my local shows, but
no, just strippers. Oh wait, no strippers, pole dancers.
Just pole dancers.
There you go.
And I didn't even make that up, man. Like it wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't even know they were coming. They just showed up, and it was random, very random.
Fair honesty, it was his birthday.
It was my birthday.
I'd say the same thing.
It was. I honestly did not know anything about him. I know some other judges were getting grief after that. They were like, "Man, I'm just gonna start driving to Indiana and go to those shows. They're better. They got pole dancers." I'm like, "Oh God, no." That was a one-time thing. I don't think they're coming back. I don't know if they ever will, but they just were like, yeah, it was interesting. But I like. So, what kind of vendors you guys plan on having there? Like, as far as food, or is there gonna be vendors? Or are we all cooking out, or?
Yeah, there's Fair and Square is going to be there. It's kind of a smaller area, so they went with just the one food vendor. They'll be serving food out of the food truck, and then when the beer garden opens, they'll be serving food from the beer garden as well.
Oh, okay. What kind of food?
But the option is there. You can cook out if you want.
Okay. What kind of food do they normally have at the food truck?
So that's the cool thing about Fair and Square is it originally was chicken and waffles, but Eric and his wife they've done, it's her food trailer, and she's done wonderful with keeping the menu always something different. I couldn't tell you what she's going to have over the weekend. Like I said, she usually always changes it up, but I can tell you right now, there hasn't been one time she's disappointed anybody that I can name off the top of my head. I've been to a few events, and she's always thrown something different in there. There's always treats for the kids, or, chicken and waffles and different variations of it as well. They got like a buffalo chicken and waffles. That's amazing if you're into that, but they have all kinds of different things. So hopefully it's going to be a good variety this year.
Right on. Yeah. I was like, a lot of the people that do come in here, they're all, base, competitors. They have builds in their cars and stuff. So like this kind of show is going to be a little different. I know you guys have a car show side of it as well, and like mini trucks and stuff like that. I mean, that's what I got out of it. You guys have some mini trucks come in, and
yeah, there's a few buddies of Todd's that come in and stuff, and that's what I like about this one is it's not a huge thing. It's just getting started, but it grows and it gets a lot of attention, and the variations. I work in a hot rod shop, so I'm dealing with the hot rods every day, and like you go to the hot rod shows like the NSRA, and it's all hot rods. It's all old school. And it's sometimes nice to switch it up, get in there, see the guys that, have the Blazers and the mini trucks and the systems instead of, they're not worried about their paint job. They're more worried about how many amps they're pushing, It's different to have that small local show like that to where it's close to home for a lot of us. And it gives that variation to where you're not looking at the same thing all the time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and sorry I wasn't ignoring y'all in the chat. What's up, Greg? What's up, Kenneth? Yeah, we started a little early. Had Dan, he's gonna be at the show this weekend, right? You're gonna be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So Carrie, somebody says we will be having tacos one night, breakfast on Saturday, lunch with burgers, brats, waffle fries, plus our regular food truck menu, lemon shake-ups, iced tea, coffee, and I believe we will have pulled pork on Saturday night.
Awesome. Good thing. Good save, Carrie.
Heck yeah. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good weekend. Hey, you made it on time, RJ. It's not early.
Started early.
Yeah. I did start a little early. I wanted to get some videos in, a little more than normal. That way I had time for Dan to get in, had time for you to get in. I was like, I'll just launch some videos and get going with it. So, but yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be awesome. I'm really glad Todd reached out to us. And I was able to make something work on my end.
It was a big surprise when he told me you guys were coming. It definitely lifted us up to kind of reach out further and get a different crowd in there this year too. So we definitely appreciate you guys coming up.
No, I definitely appreciate you guys, doing what you did and inviting me out. I know it's going to be a fun time. I'm sure a lot of people is going to enjoy it. I've got a few bikes actually coming to the show, motorcycles.
Awesome.
Which I know like one of them is 100% like show bike, but he also has sounds on it too. You know what I mean? He has subs and speakers everywhere and things loud, and it's really, really nice. So that'll be awesome to see because, Rob, most people in the chat, they know who Rob is. Yeah, he'll be there with his bike. Andrew's coming up with his Malibu. Got 412s in the trunk of a Malibu.
Nice.
He has fun with it. It's nothing crazy yet, but it's still a cool build, and he's just starting. He's pretty new at it, but it's fun.
Yeah, I've been trying to drum up some people. I got a buddy of mine's got an S10 that's got, I believe, 618s in it, and he said he was going to try to get it up, but he didn't have a trailer. I said, man, we'll provide the trailer. Tell me when you can come up.
Right. Yeah, I know it's going to be a good weekend, and it's in what, Onarga?
Illinois? Yeah, Onarga. It's a Barking Bear campground.
Yeah, Barking Bear Leisure Park or something, campground. I don't know. I know it's something like that is what I was told. I know Todd has a system himself in his little Nissan.
Yep, he's all excited to beat his number he got at Slam, so hopefully that happens.
Oh yeah. Come on, we'll work with him. We'll make it happen, man. That's what we're all about. So like I don't know if you know or if anybody around you really knows how Basswars works. I know it's pretty new in the northern area. So like we're all about trying to have fun in the lanes, and we'll give you the meter, and you can put it anywhere in your vehicle that's in front of the B pillar where you know your vehicle is going to be the loudest. We don't have a whole lot of stipulations. It's fun. I mean, it's all about having fun, having a good time. And there's Todd. He just posted the address up in the chat, so I'll highlight it for everybody so they can see it. Maybe people can take a screenshot, do whatever you got to do. That's where it's going to be, and we're going to have an awesome time. I already know it's going to be a fun event. Todd definitely got me hyped when I was talking to him about it, and I was like, man, heck yeah, I'll do it. Like I was more than willing to come out there and do it, man. I mean, it's fun. And I know he runs Basswars every year at Slam. I see him in the lanes. I seen him last year, and I seen him this year.
I was with him this year.
What's up?
I went up with him this year.
Oh man, so I probably saw you too. Just didn't meet you. I went up to.
They had you running around like crazy when we got up there.
Yeah. It was like that. Basically, like me and Billy, so the owner of Basswars, me and him were kind of floaters per se, and we were running around trying to take care of everything while the other judges were doing their thing on the meters and stuff. But it was a busy weekend, and I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, and it's only like what, an hour and a half from Chicago.
Yeah, we're not far at all.
So I mean, maybe it'll draw some of the Chicago guys, with the car audio stuff. I mean, I'm hoping like, I don't know. What do you guys normally expect for people when you guys do you have any ideas yet on the amount of people that you guys are expecting?
Personally, me, I don't. Being that it's really only the second year with us doing it like this, and the first year with you guys, we're really hoping for a jump, but we're kind of in the dark on how many are really going to show up, especially having so much going on with the car show and then you guys coming too. So hopefully it's a lot. I mean, that's what we're aiming for anyways.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know like 2 weekends ago I did the Liberty Base show, like on the 13th and 14th. In Ohio, so I had to drive to Ohio for that show. It was like 4 hours away. It was an awesome show. A lot of people showed up. It was a fun time. And then same thing with like going to Illinois. I'm sure it's going to be a good time. We're gonna have lots of people come up. I believe on my post alone, I've got like it's saying like right around 35, 36 people coming on my end for Basswars. I'm sure there's going to be people that will come to do the car audio stuff, but they'll probably want to register in the car show as well.
That would be awesome.
Basswars is going to be one day though, right, Brandon?
Yes, Basswars is only on Saturday. The car show and the other stuff is, I believe, going to be on Sunday. Is that how that's working?
I think the car show's on Saturday too. If Todd's still in here, he can correct me, but I think it might be on Saturday too.
Okay, I was not sure. I just know some of the people we have around here, their car audio builds is just as nice as some show cars I've seen. So
yeah, right.
There's some people like you said that just like they don't care about the paint. They don't even change the oil. They worry about the or sub they can put in it.
I remember running out of gas in the line before and having to push it up and wait for somebody to bring us gas because we didn't think that far ahead. We were just making sure the batteries were charged.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be a good time. Like I said, it normally always is. And we do keep it, pretty family oriented no matter what. Like even like with the team that I'm on personally, I mean that's what we're all about is family and family oriented things. So that's just how we are. We all work together. We all help each other. I will help anybody that comes in the lanes if they need any help with anything. Like not sure what they're doing with the meter or they're new at it, they're rookie, first time. I don't care. I'm more than willing to jump out from behind that table and help you open a door, close the door, hold the trunk. I'll get it running. Then, so he said everything is Saturday. Cherry Bomb, the live band plays from 8 to 11. So technically Saturday is going to be an all-day event. Okay, so Todd, or you even might not know what time does the gates open for competitors and people that are wanting to register for the car show?
That'll be 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
Yep.
Okay. So there you go. From 9 to noon. That's when you can get in there. And I mean, you covered a lot of stuff already. It's crazy. You covered so much already. But
I've been pestering Todd for like a week, and then I keep making him repeat it to me, so I got it right because I haven't got to be right there through all of it. I know a bunch of the details coming up, but I know, like I said, some of the vendors were changed, and we got new ones coming that I didn't know about till the day. So, yeah, I'm glad he jumped in and saved me on that one in case I did give some wrong information.
Oh no, you're good. I mean, it's cool to see Todd in here, anyways. I mean, I've talked to him. I've never spoke with you, so it's nice to see. And then, he's saying so. So Saturday night, I'm guessing from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's when Cherry Bomb will be there live.
Yep.
The car show, the audio part of it's all on Saturday. Sunday's what? I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what we're doing Sunday. I just know he said it was going to be for 2 days. So
Resting.
Recoup.
Just kind of recover from the night before.
Yeah. Sunday's always recover, man.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He said, yes, sir. 9 to 12 for registration. Awards roughly about 5 for the show. You guys are welcome to run all the way up and to the band and start as early as you want to start. So, yeah. And I mean, I'm going to be up there Friday. So I'll be there. I could probably set up the night before, so we ain't even got to worry about setting up the next morning. And
Awesome. I live like 5 minutes away, so whenever you get in town, just shoot me a message. I'll come over and help you out.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely hit you up, man.
Awesome.
It is so cool though to see like I wish it could stay like this where we could get the car show guys to involved in the car audio part and they don't segregate so much, but
I'm trying really hard, man, especially with where I'm at now. A lot of it's old school, so these guys are like, yeah, just put the stock in it or just, something that sounds nice. But it's like, you just dump 50 grand into this car. Let's give it a little thump at least, put something in it. And
right.
Now that you're starting to see it, you're starting to see these guys are doing the show cars that have the systems in it, which is pretty awesome. And I want to see more shows like this one where you can do both. You can go run through the line and then go wax your car and get ready for the judges.
Yeah. 100%. Sorry, 1 second. Hi, KK. Sorry, that's my granddaughter. She's watching me. She watches me every Monday night. I do a live every Monday at 8 o'clock. So she always watches me. And Jim normally we sit here and we hook subwoofers up to wall sockets and do all kinds of crazy stuff. We have a fun show. Everybody else is more like all on like the shows that are coming up and more of the rule or guideline aspects. And me and him, we just like to have fun with it and make it fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kicker does view all the lives that we do. Kicker is a huge help in Basswars being what it is. So definitely give Kicker a big shout out for doing all the stuff they do for us and help with us. but yeah, they do watch every show that we do. Do every live. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's the Wednesday and Thursday night people or it's me and him on Mondays. We have 3 lives a week, so we got me and him do a live Monday, and Dan does a live on Wednesday, and then Billy and Jimmy, so the owner, and then another judge does one on Thursday nights. So,
awesome.
So yeah, we do try to stay pretty steady with the social media stuff. Everything that's we're doing right now is posted to Facebook and YouTube, so you'll be able to go back and watch it on YouTube or whatever. I mean, it gets uploaded right to YouTube.
Good deal.
So right now, Basswars is live on YouTube.
287.
What?
Number 287.
Yes, we're on our 287 live. So
Nice.
It's actually more than that. It's just they didn't start numbering them for like 6 months after they were into doing them. So, but yeah, no, I mean it is going to be all about fun, right? I mean, we're going to have a good time.
Of course.
It seems like y'all have a really cool layout, a good plan. Obviously, I'll know where I'm going to be setting up and stuff after I get up there. I don't really know where I'm setting up yet or what all that stuff, where vendors are parking, where car show is going to be.
So I do have a question for some of the competitors. If some of them guys are coming in with trailers and running their trailer rigs, are there places to be able to park, pull, move trailers, stuff like that around and unload cars?
Well, it is a whole campground. I do know that next to the campground itself, it's a country road next to a field, so there's plenty of places to put a trailer. I'm sure they have that worked out. I would assume that they've already pre-thought of this. As for the layout of the campground, I'm not sure yet. I have yet to go out there this year, so my first visit will be with Brandon, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean we do have a few people that they got big builds and they're like extreme builds, so they don't drive them, but they'll bring them in on a trailer and they'll demo them all day. They'll come run the lanes. They'll do whatever.
Yeah, I can guarantee you we'll have something for trailers. We're not gonna make them go park 2 miles away. That's for sure.
Okay. Yep. I don't know. I've been really looking forward to this, man. Me and Todd's been talking since like December, I think it was, is when he got a hold of me, and so this been in the works a long time.
Yep.
With you guys, and what?
So we've talked about it for quite a few shows. Yeah,
I mean, I've even talked to him about it several times. I think he might be coming out. It depends. So the Michigan judge that is on here with us, he may be coming out there too to come hang out and check it out. And if I need any help or anything, he's going to be there too. But yeah, we definitely. I mean, the more the merrier. Like it's all about having fun and having a good time and everybody doing their thing.
It sounds like it's gonna prove itself this year, and like I said, that's really what we're hoping for.
Yeah, he said it was the second annual. It's the second year you guys have done this.
Yep.
And he's wanting to keep it going yearly. From the way I understood it, I mean, it's going to be an annual thing every year.
Yeah, that's our goal, is to keep it going. I'm not 100% sure if we'll keep it on the same dates, but so far it's been pretty much right in there at about the same time, and it's worked out for us. So I would look for it to be this time next year as well.
Yeah, keep it going and keep it growing, right?
Yeah, right. And we definitely appreciate you guys coming in and bringing in the extra people as well.
I mean, no, for sure. I mean, that's what we do. We all help each other out, and I mean, you guys have your own thing you guys do, and you guys are hosting it and everything. Like we're just there as a vendor, pretty much. You know what I mean? We're there as an org. You guys are the ones that's put in all the legwork and doing what you got to do, and we definitely appreciate that on you guys' end. And I mean, Todd was super hospitable to me when me and him talked, and like he hooked me up. I mean, I can't even thank him enough for the stuff he offered for me to come out there, and it's just been awesome. I'm excited that we can make something happen, and I'm hoping all the car show guys don't get upset with the audio guys.
Yeah.
Well, man, I'll tell you, you go to some of these car shows and you pull in and you have a base ride. Those or the regular car show people will either leave or they'll come over there and yell at you.
Oh, I've heard them even come up and say that the bass was kicking up too much dust and getting their car dusty. I've seen it, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. So
all the stunt walls. Let's go.
turn them on.
Yes.
You got Danny Fegans. You know him?
No.
I don't either. That's why I don't know if Dan knows him.
No, I don't.
Illinois.
I mean, I gotta agree with him.
Just in a random spot in Illinois.
Yeah, right. Yeah, middle of nowhere. That's another cool thing is, you don't really see too many bass shows in the farm country like that. So that's another neat thing. It's literally surrounded by cornfields. So
right on. Yeah, I'm excited, man. And okay, I'm sorry I stopped in a second, but Dan, he's another one of our judges for up even further north, like in the Dakotas and Minnesota, Iowa. I know he does all that area. He said, we are all car enthusiasts. Tell them to leave. We're here to base 24/7. Woo!
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Now he knows. I mean, that's the way it is, though, sometimes at the shows, though. I've seen it myself. Like, they'll be like, hey, we're having a car show, And to me, like, a car show's a car show. Like, whether it's like you have a really cool setup or you got a classic muscle car or you have like a 1950s something that's just, really nice. Like, no matter what, we should all be able to come together and have a good time.
Yeah. How many people are going to come to see an SS Nova with a wood roof? I mean,
yeah. Right, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? We'll go to shows. I mean, Jim's been to a few too, where, I mean, as soon as you turn bass on, you got 12 car, car guys, for the car show part come over and they're like, oh, hey, you turn that off.
I think Todd does it on purpose.
They got mad at everybody for putting big old wheels on it. They can get mad for us putting big old subwoofers in it too.
Yeah, so Dan said if it's a bigger show I'm part of, I always ask to be in a far corner, so I'm not close to the car show guys. So, I mean, that's always an option too. I mean, you guys can tuck me away off in a corner. I don't know.
Make him face the other way.
Yeah,
I think they did change the layout this year from where they had it last year, but I'm still not sure where they're going to have the show cars in reference to where you're going to be. There we go.
This show has been advertised this year as a show in Basswars. So if they don't like it, I guess they should have done some research before they come.
I mean, he does have a point. The only flyer I've ever had to hand out is your guys' flyer. So if they didn't see your guys' logo across the top, that's on them.
We got about it from day one. Brandon and I have said that we're doing it with Basswars there. So.
Oh, that's exciting, Chad. I'm excited to see that. Chad says I'll have the Basscalade up there.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm looking forward to it, Chad. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of people, like I said, that I know of that hasn't even seen the flyer, that hasn't put that they were going to be there. But I know they're coming because they've told me, like, hey, I'll be there at your show in Illinois. I got, like I was saying earlier, we got a good team. And, a lot of our team will be there to support, even me being just there hosting being a host at one of your guys' shows isn't a work. The team still is there to back me up 100%, and that's what it's about. So, Kenneth said I'm gonna try to make it with his. He's got an Escalade as well, and Jessica, she tags Luke, and Luke has an Escalade too. That'd be 3 Escalades.
Go Escaladeville.
Escaladeville, yeah, man. Illinois is gonna turn into Escaladeville. I know Luke, he lives up near the Chicago area. Sub Dustin, how you doing, man?
And so Luke has a black one. Kenneth has a white one. So we just need a couple other colors.
Yeah, we can have all kinds of Escalades. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It is going to be. I think it'll really be a good turnout. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and it'll be cool to hang out with you guys a little more. I haven't really hung out with Todd. I talked to him a few times on the phone. I seen him briefly at Slam. It was not a real good conversation. It was just like, hey, what's up? Because I was gone. Oh, Chad said his is dark gray. But yeah,
dark gray.
Yeah. So, but I mean, me and him has talked a few times, but on the phone and through Messenger and stuff, and it sounds like it's gonna be an awesome time. And I'm excited to actually get to hang out with you guys, get to know you all better, and we can maybe make some plans for next year. You know what I mean? Already get some stuff going in the works if you guys still want us to come out or be there.
Oh, you already know we're going to ask you to come back.
Okay, well, I'll be there then. You ain't got to worry about that. I'll definitely
Good
be
deal.
there. Yeah, a lot of people interested in another venue area, so it's always cool to have another place to come out and hang out.
Yeah, it's a new venue, so a lot of these people are like, "This is gonna be cool. It's something different, something I'm not used to seeing every show or every other show." So it's just It's just something new for everybody to come check out.
2-day event, it helps a little bit. So if you're making a drive, you can actually, be there to enjoy the drive, come up Friday, stay the night and enjoy the show Saturday.
So how much is camping if people want to stay up there?
Oh man, that's definitely a Todd question. Hopefully he's still on here because he can know that one.
All right, Todd.
I want to say it's like $20 or $25, but I don't remember.
Yeah, usually typical about $20 or $25. Most campsites are usually.
Yeah, I was thinking if people do make a long trip and they just want to stay the night there, say they come up Friday night, they pull in Friday night, and they want to just stay the weekend. I was just curious what it was costing for them, because I know there are some people that'll drive up there, but they'd rather just camp than go get a hotel. So. But yeah, I think we will. I don't know, man. We got a lot of fun things going on. It sounds like you have a lot of stuff lined up for the show.
Yeah, so far. Let's hope it all sticks with it.
Well, he said there's gonna be some. What is it? Is it Wrench TV or Wrench Garage or something? Some people from that show or something.
That's me. Yeah, that's me. I'll be there.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize it was you, but yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I work for Nichols Paint and Fab in Watsika. We do a lot of custom shop stuff like hot rods, newer lift kits, things like that. When you get up here, I'll have to take you up there and show you. It's 35,000 plus square foot facility. Big showroom up front, dynos out back. It's a nice little setup.
Okay, so Todd. Here's this what Todd put. He says that it varies from primitive to what hookups you need. I do know spots are limited at this point. I would recommend contacting the campground. Kenneth, he said, is there going to be a windshield bounty?
Yeah.
Basically, if there's a windshield, they win some money. I don't know. There was at Slam. We had a $250 windshield bounty.
I don't know. I kind of want to try to put something together for that. I can't make any promises, but if I can get enough people to throw in on it, we'll try to put something together, because I kind of want to see some glass break.
Yeah, me too, for sure. It's always a blast seeing that. I had that one show in May, the Basin for Paws. We had 3 windshields break back to back. It was insane. Every run was like the windshield. Kenneth was.
Did that guy at Slamology break all 4 of those windshields that were epoxied together? The one in the van?
Oh, the white van?
Yeah.
It cracked. He cracked them all, but it didn't shatter it. It didn't blow it.
No, I was hoping he was going to blow that out. I tried to stay for the whole thing.
Yeah, he tried. He was still doing a 170 something, 170 plus DBs.
Yeah.
So
And
you can feel him.
yeah, his van's loud. He's an Ohio guy. But yeah, he was loud. It's Curtis Eigensee.
Yep.
That's who runs that van. That's who owns it. A good dude too.
They call it Frankenstein or something like that.
What's up?
So what they call it, Frankenstein or
The ice cream van.
ice cream van? There you go.
Yeah. He used to actually have like the Blue Bunny logo on the side, and it had like the ice cream pictures and stuff on it. But then his van was in a fire, and it melted all that off of it. And then he put new taillights in it, and basically like Raptor lined the whole van in white.
Yep.
Or Rhino lined it white.
Yep.
And threw some different wheels and tires on it, and
It looks good.
called it a day.
Yeah, it did.
It was actually in a fire. Like their house caught on fire, and the van survived, which was probably lucky. There's a lot of money in that van.
No, I don't doubt that.
Yeah. I mean, he was running all DC audio equipment.
There's some change in that build.
Yeah, he had a lot of money in there. Hey, what's up, Caden? Mr. X Boomin, the loudest 17-year-old. There he is. Loudest 17-year-old. This guy is 17, and he was doing 163 plus decibels on 30-second music average. It was an average. So over 30 seconds, he still held over a 163 and an average.
We need him up there.
Yeah, come on, Caden. It's a little drive. He's an Ohio guy too, so I don't know.
It's not that bad.
Just straight shot.
Yeah, come on, Caden. You can come to the Onarga. He says hashtag sandbagging. We already knew that. We already knew you were sandbagging. You literally said it. You're like, oh, I just turned it down. He said, I'm still fixing subs. Yeah.
5 days.
Yep.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Get them done. It'd be awesome if you could make it out there, man. That thing's awesome. I love that little Scion. That thing's so cool. It's definitely a cool little build. And then I met like Loud Grandpa from Team Controlled Pressure. That guy, the loudest grandpa or whatever, he did 173.11 in Astrovan on like 8 15-inch U's or 8 18-inch U's. I can't remember, but they were all stock coils. They're nothing upgraded on the subs, and like he still did a 173 out of that Astrovan. So that thing, it was awesome. And then
demos.
Yeah, and he sits there and demos hard on you. And then but he's an old dude. And then Jace Fennell, he was the one that set up the Liberty Base show. He has the old Warthog. It's now the Patriot, is what it's called. He's got 14 18s in that Suburban on 14 Stetson 8Ks. And from 6 feet away, he was still doing over 150 decibels from 6 feet away.
There we go.
Yeah, that
Suburban's my style.
Yeah, that thing was nasty. I mean, it's an OBS body style. It's bad. It's a nice truck. Between him and Caden, man, they were killing my lanes at Liberty Base show. So, I mean, Kenneth held his own. He was there for one day. He got 2 seconds in a first. So I can't even complain. He only has 415s in his Escalade, but man, that thing gets it. It does get down. It's a nice build. His Escalade's got like the Venom theme, like Venom. It's like you open the door,
Yeah.
it's like a big picture of like Venom down the side of his wall, and inside of the box is stained like a blue, like a really shiny blue. I don't know. It's a cool build.
Sounds good.
Nice.
It plays well.
It does, and it's a 6th order.
Oh, 2 more walls.
Yeah. So I'm definitely excited though to see how this show turns out and what all we're gonna be doing there. I know you told us. Can you run through it again for the people that weren't in here?
Yeah, man.
One last
So they're going to have a bags tournament all day. Clyde's Barbershop will be doing free buzz cuts. There's going to be the food vendor, beer garden, the top class trophies, top 20, top 3 bikes, registrations 9 to 12, $15 entry. Lane Licks will be there. He does pinstriping. I've been waiting a whole year for this guy to come back, so he does some pretty sick work. Cherry Bomb plays at 8. They're going to have the bounce house for the kids, basically whatever you guys are going to do on your time. And that's about it.
Yeah, we'll probably start our lanes up. I would say I'd probably start my lane up right around 10-ish, probably 9, 10 o'clock. Just to see, nobody's got to run, but I'll be over there waiting for you guys. Whoever wants to come early, maybe get some testing in, try to run something, see what they're doing, find a peak.
Bring the bikes over. We run them in the lanes too.
Yeah. We got motorcycle SPL. We also have a motorcycle demo class. So it's like
nice.
Just 360-degree best sound for the motorcycles. Like they just play a song, and we have random judges that'll come around and they'll judge, the bikes on. We got the same thing for cars and trucks, SUVs. We got a ton of classes. There is a lot of classes, which I'm sure you saw. If you saw Todd's paperwork at Slam,
yeah,
you got a list of classes. I mean,
yeah, stood there for 30 minutes watching the TV to see his class pop up. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of classes. So, there's pretty much a class for about anybody that wants to play. They can jump right in and play. Makes it nice for even some of the smaller competitors. It works out good because there's classes for big boys, there's classes for people. It's just got their dailies that are allowed, and then you got people that just just starting out where they only can afford a couple 10s or 12s and a little amp. There's literally classes for about anything that you'd want to do. We even have port wars, so you can put the meter in the port and just do a port score. There's all kinds of stuff that people can do. I don't know what all your guys' people that's going to be there would be interested in or what you guys would like. But there's literally like single cab trucks. Say there's a mini truck there and it's just a single cab and it's got a center console build, like maybe one sub in the center console or something. We have a class for that. It's called Sniper. We got a lot of different things to choose from for pretty much any variety of people and anybody's budget or whatever they can afford, So
good deal.
It is awesome, man.
Well, hopefully we get enough people up here and we can get a different variety of classes in there for you to fill your numbers, and we get enough people in to actually make it a show worth having. Yeah,
for sure. And just because sometimes we don't get a lot of views while we're live, but by the end of the week we'll have over 1,000 views on the video on Facebook and 600-700 on YouTube. And it adds up. People watch, they'll see the address, pop up, and they'll see everything. And hopefully that gets more people out there. I'd really like to see this show grow. I think it's got a lot of potential. I can tell Todd's super, passionate about this. It's definitely a passion of his. And I can tell you have a passion for, cars just in general too.
What's the name of the venue?
It's the Barking Bear Leisure Campground or something like that.
Barking Bear Leisure Park.
Yeah, Barking Bear Leisure
What's
Park.
that name? What's the name of the actual?
Onarga.
Oh,
Onarga.
Summer Slam.
Yep. SummerSlam 2024.
SummerSlam.
Yep. SummerSlam
You know,
2024.
people look for the name of the hosting venue. You know, so they got something on Facebook. People can check it out too.
Yeah, he's got a Facebook page. I'm pretty sure. I think you set like a link up or something, didn't you, Brandon, for you guys being out there?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
pretty sure there's like 4 of them up right now.
Yeah, and then he's also got. It's actually got his own website also. It's actually right. It's got its own website. I believe it's SummerSlam 2024. Can't remember the rest of it. Todd, if you're in here, help me out, brother.
You should have a link set to it though, right, Brandon? That they would be able to get to that.
What?
To get to their Facebook page or their website.
Yeah, I mean, I can easily get that set up for anybody that's interested. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like they really got a lot going on, and they put a lot of work into it. And I just want it to be an awesome show, and everybody enjoy themselves. And it's all about coming together and having a good time, you know.
Come on, enjoy your car show.
And
right.
What was up? What's up? I didn't hear you, Jim.
Come out and enjoy a car show.
Yeah. Even the car show part, man. I love car shows, but I'm probably gonna be stuck sitting, doing the meter. But I'll definitely have somebody with me, regardless, that can go around and get some pictures. I'll get them all posted up on Facebook and really, really shout out the show. So
Awesome.
There you go. I'll post it up right here. There it is. SummerSlam show. SummerSlam with Cherry Bomb. SummerSlam 2024. Website is SummerSlamShow.square.site.
Yeah, we weren't going to get that. No way we were guessing that one.
No. But there you go. I've got it up so people can see it. That's their website for the show that's going to be happening this weekend. Y'all need to be there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be a good time. What's up, Charles? How you doing, brother? It was nice seeing you at Liberty Base as well, man. Finally getting to meet you. It was awesome. I'm sure I've met you before, but not being a judge. I mean, it was totally different, but I had a blast. A blast meeting you. Kenneth, I don't have the Nova. He did. He just sold his Nova.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And the Nova had, it was interesting. It had a full, like, GTO. Like the early 2000s GTOs. Yeah. So everything was swapped from those into his Nova, like a 70s Nova.
I'm trying to think that had the 6.0, if I'm not mistaken, or 6.2. I can't remember what those had in it, but yeah, that'd be a sick build.
Yeah, it's such a pretty car. I've seen it firsthand. It's a nice Nova. So he said SummerSlamShow.com is also a link. However, Facebook won't load it through the .com. So the Square
Facebook.
So the .square site is going to be the best option if you go through Facebook. Probably if you go on Google, it'd probably work under SummerSlamShow.com, I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
If you go to Google. So... yeah, for sure, Charles. It was a good time, man. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, is there anything else? Like, I mean, even you, Todd, being during the chat, anything that you want to throw out there that you're looking forward to, or that you're really expecting from the show? I mean, same with you. I mean, if you have anything else you want to say, Dan, that you're really expecting from it, or you're really hoping to see, or I don't know, is there something you really want to check out?
Well, as mentioned, I'd like to see somebody bust some glass, but my biggest thing is, it's a local small show. I just want everybody to have fun, have a good time, see some cool stuff. I mean, like you said, you got a class for everything, so it'd be cool to see some of these guys with their smaller builds come in, show us what you're trying to do, ask for help, go around and see some of the other stuff, maybe get some inspiration, have a good time, bring the family, let the kids have a good time, and, everybody leave with a better experience of the car show / audio show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are cleaning up after yourselves. Ain't your mama's house.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That's another thing. Any of you guys that are competitors that are part of Basswars, if you have trash, put it in a trash can. Yes. Put it in a trash bag and take it somewhere to a trash can.
Helps
Don't
keep
leave
these
the trash all over the campground.
Yep.
Because that's what ruins your options to have venues.
Makes it more difficult and costly when we have to pay someone to pick up after somebody.
Todd says, I think the goal is to have cars lined down the road, have a blast, keep it family friendly. That's the basis.
If the state cops aren't there to shut us down, we failed.
All right.
Well, they got to at least get a demo before they roll out.
Yeah. We'll get the cops to get in one of these loud builds and have fun. We've had it happen several times at several shows. The cop would show up because they were there to shut us down, but unfortunately, I always have permits for all my shows, and they can't do nothing typically. So, I'll be like, "Oh, you want to go get a demo?" And they'll normally jump right in another person's car and get a demo. I think it's cool. So.
That's the best part about out here is literally there's nobody to complain. Everybody's gonna be there to have a good time. So you don't have no neighbors. Nope, no neighbors, no neighboring stores complaining. It's gonna be wide open spaces and nothing but fun.
Right on. So Kenneth was explaining a little more. So he said he had the 04 GTO motor with a manual M15 6-speed. With the 04 GTO independent rear suspension and all the interior out of the 04 GTO. And it was in a 70 Nova SS. That's what it was. I knew it was something like that. I knew it was an early 2000s GTO swap 70 Nova. It was a cool build though. I mean, it was a really, really pretty car. What's up, Jason? I don't know, Jason Ward. You guys know him?
No, not me.
Me neither. Offhand, it's crazy. I'm getting people that I don't know in the chat. Normally, it's the same people that I see pretty much every week.
Right.
And sometimes you'll get some random person that's like, "Hey, I'm from Nigeria or Nicaragua."
Yeah.
Just wanted to say hey, or you get. I'm from the Northwest, in Oregon.
Your factory warranty's expired on your car.
Yeah, right. They got you here, bud.
Yeah. So.
Perfect.
What?
I said that's perfect.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good time though, and I have.
Yeah, for sure.
Every week for I don't know how long I've been mentioning this show on our lives, haven't I?
Yeah, we mentioned it quite a bit.
We talk about this show a lot. We're definitely putting the word out.
We're going to chill out in and enjoy some beer.
There you go.
Enjoy some beer. Yeah, I think I'm just excited that y'all had me come out, and I definitely appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys coming, and especially bringing all the people you got coming up. I mean, should definitely make for a good show regardless.
I'm definitely hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping it helps, grow the show for you all. And I think it helps grow everything. It helps all of us. In the end, it's for all of us to enjoy and have fun with. So,
right.
I mean, that's kind of my goal. I mean, I want to see your guys' show grow. Because then it's just going to keep growing, and it helps both of us. It'll help everybody involved. The vendors, what was their name? The chick that's doing the food, Eric. Or there's Eric and there's
Carrie, his wife.
Carrie. Yeah. Like that helps them out. You know, they're local vendors. Like it's just helping local businesses. It's it's helping everybody. So,
Yep. Support.
I'm excited that I mean maybe it's something we can build up and we have a good it's a support system for everyone. It helps the show grow, helps you guys get out there, helps Bass Wars in Illinois kind of grow. Maybe I can get more shows heading out that way, and then we can.
Seemed like we had a lot of them when I was younger and growing up, and then all of a sudden they just kind of dropped off. So yeah, it'd be really cool to see you guys have more.
Right, and that's kind of how it is, though. Like you'll have it where it's just like crazy hectic and shows all the time, lots of competitors. Then it falls off for a while, and then it's like, then all of a sudden it's like boom, it comes back like a storm, and then it falls off, and then it boom just comes back. It's weird how the pattern is with car audio, but like even like some of my shows lately have been a lot smaller than what I anticipated. Just with this year, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand if it's just things slowing down like they do. But like anybody that knows Bass Wars, I mean, it started down in Alabama, Mississippi area. And it was just like right there. It was just Alabama, Mississippi for a long time. And this is literally my first full year of being a judge for Indiana. Jim as well. Like he just started in Bass Wars. Just this year, just this season.
Yeah, with Bass Wars.
But he was a judge for another org previous to this. So I mean, I don't know, but I'm definitely excited about having this show. Economy is in the hole. Election year hurts everything, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, for sure. Todd said that.
Nailed that one.
Yeah, he definitely nailed it. Todd had that one in the bag right there. That is definitely 100% true. Election year is always difficult.
Everything is wishy-washy on a...
Those gas prices like out there.
The election year is always crazy.
What, like $3.69, I think, was the last time I put gas in.
Oh, that's not bad. So it's like the same as it is here then. So
yeah, it's $3.49.
Yeah. So if you're coming down from Chicago, wait till you get down here to fill up.
Right. Chicago, it's probably like $5 a gallon. It's expensive in Chicago, I bet. I mean, everything's expensive in Chicago. So I don't know.
Good.
I don't know. What's up?
I said good. Get it where the good is getting.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I don't know. What else? Is there anything else you wanted to cover, or you good for now?
Oh, I think I've got everything, buddy, as long as you guys don't have anything else.
Yeah, I don't really have any other questions. I feel like you covered it really well.
Awesome.
So, and I appreciate that. So I appreciate you coming on.
Problem.
Appreciate you, like I said, coming on here tonight and explaining everything so everybody kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming out and helping us out this year.
Right on, yeah. I definitely am honored to be able to do it. I'm excited to be the first bass show ever with you guys, and it just happened to be in Bass Wars. So I'm definitely excited to be there and help you guys out. So
awesome. Well, like I said, buddy, when you get up this way, just give me a holler. I'll come help you with whatever you need.
All right, sounds good. I will definitely be messaging you on Friday then, as soon as I get into town.
Right. Sounds good, buddy. Thanks, guys.
Right, yeah, thank you. Have a good night, man.
Later.
There you go. So that was Dan. I've been talking to him pretty much for about a week, and he told me Todd was going to give him the rundown. Todd didn't really want to get on here live. He's like, I don't know if I'll be too good at being on live. So he sent Dan on here to do the work for him. It's all good. I get it, Todd. You're all good, man. I'm excited he comes to meet you and like actually get to hang out for sure. Like I said, maybe we can get some more shows together in Illinois and get Illinois Basswars going. Get Basswars going pretty steady in Illinois too.
Yep.
Get
things to slow back down. We'll get this bucket challenge that we got kind of planning on coming up.
Yeah, it's been busy, man. It's been busy for you, been busy for me. We've all been really busy, and
definitely we got a lot of stuff to be able to do over the winter time that we don't get done, and we can refresh and recap and blow some crap up.
Yeah, what's up, Jeremy?
That Jeremy kid in here again, man. He never busy.
Yep, that Jeremy kid
keeps. We need to call him Mr. Undecisive.
Mr. Undecisive. That's
booty
a
up,
very
booty down, booty up, booty down, booty up, booty down.
Yeah, you never know with Jeremy. You never know. You'll go see his build and subs are in the box like normal, and you go back and look at it and the subs are inverted, and then you go back and there's 415s and 2 free prefab boxes. Like, you just never know what he's gonna do next. Like, it's like, what's Jeremy gonna do next? Like, what's his next step? What's he gonna do? But
Code Red.
Yeah, old Code Red over there. I think that Code Red got to him. You don't know what he's doing no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you drink the regular one. It's better. Jeremy said lots of testing.
Strap to the roof of your car. Let's see how that works for testing.
35 entries. He's very undecided. Exactly. Exactly. Dan knows because he's going through all those sheets. He knows. He knows all about you, Jeremy.
Call him out on that one.
I mean, sometimes he runs 20 reruns. Like, I mean, I let him do it because normally.
Jeremy, we're gonna get him that sticker that is hashtag. Wait, one more time.
Hashtag one more run. I'm gonna try it at 40 hertz this time. No, but so I did forget to tell Dan said, and no, I will not give anyone specific info on themselves or anyone else. I know, Dan. I was just messing with Jeremy. We got to tease him. He's on our team, and he's one of my good friends around here. He helps me all the time. I help him. Like, he's a local guy to me. I've known him a long time, so.
Yeah, he was not even accurate with that 35. This is more like 62 or 63.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right, Dan. You ain't got to cover for him no more. And I hope all that stuff gets figured out. It'll be way easier to tell who's eligible for states and worlds and all that stuff.
Kenneth.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's your fault, Kenneth. So that's what happened. In reality, this is what happened. Kenneth inverted his subs back when he went to the Liberty Base show. He told Jeremy, hey, I inverted my subs. And then Jeremy's like, man, I want to invert my subs again. And sure enough, the morning of the show, he's like sitting there, they're inverting subs and changing everything up. And I'm like, man, Jeremy, you just want to be just like Kenneth. Jeremy wants to be just like Kenneth. That's why we test and write things down, Dan says. So we know what it does.
And we remember that it works. We don't have to try it 25 times.
Dan said 32 for Kenneth. Yeah, Kenneth's another one of my locals, man. He's a good dude. He came up to my house yesterday, helped me get my Jeep all fixed. Everything's running good. And then I found out today that it needs rocker arms and lifters, which I already ordered them, and I'm going to Kenneth's tomorrow, and we're going to change out the rockers and lifters tomorrow, and we'll get it done. Nope, Ken want to be like me. Jeremy said that Kenneth wants to be like him. Leo, if you don't have a notebook, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. I mean, we all know that one guy, Mr. Brad. That guy had a notebook every show. He's writing the temperature, the barometric pressure, the humidity, how far he had to turn his knob. like that dude was writing everything down.
There you go.
Oh, hey, what's up, Richard? So this is the owner of Barking Bear. Yeah. So I got a question for you, Richard, being you're in here. How much is camping if people do want to throw up, like pitch a tent, you know? I'm not saying bring campers or nothing, but I'm sure like people will have like little tents and stuff. They'll want to, some people, if they are going to stay for the whole weekend, they want to do that. How much does that cost them? How much are they going to have to pay to camp? Richard, I remember when I was a no wall and run a bunch of different classes. Yeah, you used to. Yeah, you did. You'd run mayhem and old school and hot seat. And, oh man, he used to run all death match.
Trying to find out where you can get in to fit in.
Yeah. I mean, he still ran deathmatch. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you though too, Richard. That'll be awesome. I'll be there Friday. So, but yeah, he definitely was. He was working those Pierce Audio 2Ks. I think is what he had, the subs. He was working them things hard. Tell you that much. Until he couldn't no more because he blew it. Blew one of them. So. But yeah, Kenneth was on it. And Dan said it is actually very interesting to see all the run info. I'll touch on it on Wednesday, on his Wednesday Night Live. Oh, right on, Dan. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people would find that interesting. Well, come on. Nope. Tell your wife. Nope. Tell Summer to come bring you. Come on, Jeremy. Yeah, Kenneth. I definitely remember that, dude. You used to run everything under the sun, pretty much. You'd try running every class you could. I mean, even with the no wall, you did good though. You were definitely keeping it up there. I mean, you were winning. I mean, you got so many trophies from Basswars in your house. Like it's ridiculous. And I still owe you another second, so I'll bring that tomorrow as long as Amazon gets here early enough.
You know, I like the no wall life. It is hard. It is a challenge, and it is fun. I absolutely don't like the busted hinges, the destroyed doors, the glass falling out, the ripped panels, like the destruction that comes from it. Man.
Oh yeah, 100%.
In the lows. Whew.
Now, but it's cool watching that whole vehicle try to breathe. Oh, yeah, it looks like that whole truck or that whole car is just sitting there like.
You need to decorate one out in the tired dragon suit.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I love it. Yeah. As long as they come early enough where I ain't gonna be there super late or whatever, I'll make it down for sure tomorrow. If not, I'll probably wait till Wednesday. But I literally overnighted those parts so I could be there tomorrow to get it
What
finished.
are you gonna do now?
So lifters and the rocker, I don't know, rocker arms or I guess lifters and rocker arms. Because I got my exhaust fixed this morning from where they cut the cats on them. I went and got it fixed this morning, and now you can hear the engine. And it runs great, but yes, it's got a loud lifter knock, or it's a rocker that fell off. I don't know. From what I saw on videos and looking them up, it sounds like closer to what the sound of a rocker falling off. I don't know. I don't know, whatever that means, but
Yeah.
every week there is something else on the Tahoe that's broke or fell off and doesn't work. Yeah.
You got new push rods and rockers and everything, the whole ordeal?
I think no, we're just gonna switch to lifters and rockers.
Because the rods are usually going to be what's the issue.
I don't know. I took it to get an oil change, and they wouldn't even do an oil change on it for me. They were like, "No, we're not doing it." When I come and get down here, as long as it hasn't messed up the cam, we are good. And if I might have a cam at the shop.
You usually want to change them rods because the rods from the lifters banging onto them is the rod that you're hearing. Even though the lifters get worn out internally in them, with the rods, they wear that lobe off of it, depending on how long it's been doing it or how much or everything else. At all, you're putting an old part onto a new pushing piece. It could be an issue. They're what travel your oil up to lubricate it, and they're what pushes those lifters up. So
yeah, no, it was nuts, man. Got the exhaust fixed, and then I just heard that clattering under the hood, and I took it to get an oil change. So I was gonna get all the fluids changed before I go to Illinois this weekend, and they were like, no. They were like, we won't even do an oil change on it. I was like, that's crazy. What are you talking about? And they're like, well, we do an oil change, and you go out, you can pull out of the bay, and the engine locks up. Then we'd have to be paying for your new engine for you. I'm like, wow, really? He's like, yeah.
What year is it, or what is it that you have?
It's an 06 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with a 3.7.
0637.
Yes, sir. I mean, it runs good. I mean, you can ask Kenneth. It runs great. As far as it runs good. I mean, but now that I got the exhaust nice and quiet, now I can hear the engine making the like just a rattling noise. And I took it in, and the guy told me that it was a lifter, or he said a lot of times the rockers on them fall, or they fall is what he said. I don't know what he meant by that, but he said that the rocker falls.
They get stuck. The little guys, they get stuck with crap being all gummed up inside of them.
So he's like, they're good for lifters going bad, and the roller in the rocker breaks and eats the cam away.
Yeah, they got a little lifter. You probably bought the rocker and arms lifter valve set, the little small. It's the same thing. You got lifters with it. You're good.
Okay.
It has lifters, but you probably bought the kit with it. Like I said, the lifter rods itself and the rocker.
Yeah, I bought it. It was the full kit. It had rockers and the lifters and everything.
We're getting stuck or sticky with gummed up crap inside of them. So then when it collapses, it stays collapsed, and then the cam's just sitting there banging it around.
Well, hopefully we can get that fixed. I know Kenneth said it'll only take a couple hours to do. So,
yeah, it's not terrible. 3.7's actually got a lot of open area into it to get into. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm surprised, but I mean, it does run good. The air conditioning works, the heat works.
As long as it's not a chain or a guide issue.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited though. Yesterday we got all of my lights working, the air conditioning working.
It still runs okay.
What?
It runs fine, right?
Oh yeah, I drove it around all day today.
So I mean, I wouldn't see it being a cam or a lifter that fell off or anything like that then, because
yeah,
it wouldn't.
I mean, and it's not. I don't have no misfires or anything though. The only code that came up was oxygen sensor, the restraint thing for the seatbelt tensioner, or pre-tensioner, and then the tire pressure sensor. That's all that comes up when you read it. So
yeah, usually when those go bad, you get cylinder misfires or massive lean codes or whatever.
Yeah, it's not getting any misfires. It's running good. So I don't know. It's just really weird.
Down right here in the shop right now.
A what?
I got one 3.7 in the shop right now. Actually, I got two of them. I got a 4.7 and a 3.7 both right here in the shop right now. I got to tear the 4.7. Actually, I got a hybrid in there right now with a 1.6 or whatever. I got tore out. I just got the head back.
No, fun. So who are going to show this weekend, Jeremy said? I put it in the team chat thing. The only misfire is Brandon owns it. What the hell are you talking about, Jeremy?
Everything you own is a misfire, Brandon.
Yeah. Kenneth said he hates the 4.7s.
Yeah. Well, the one I got in here is a freaking Hemi style one, too.
Oh, the Hemi 4.7? No base and Jeep. Not yet. It'll have something in there eventually. I might even do like a single 15 and a like sixth order. That way I can lay the tent right on top of the box. Still bump it. Or like 212s.
Waiting for you.
What?
I got a V2 here waiting for you.
Or 212s in a sixth order. Do 10 6.5s. The older ones love to break the timing.
Yeah, I had the older style 4.7. The guy was bringing it to me, said it was running like crap. And by the time he got to me, he literally made it to the drive, turned into the drive, and grenaded the whole top of the engine. When I opened the hood up, there's oil everywhere, all over underneath everything. And the chain and the guys and stuff chewed through the top of the valve covers and just smashed everything and spit the chain all out all over the freaking engine. It was bad. It grenaded right as he pulled into the drive.
Well, Jim's working on trying to go, Jeremy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to probably make sure Kenneth makes it.
Jeremy needs to come pick me up.
Andrew. Damn, he killed me on that one. I just stopped. It got me. Wait, Kenneth is gonna. I know he's gonna go. I'm gonna end up making him. I'll make sure he's covered so he can come out too. Andrew Wright is gonna be there. Rob's coming
with a bike.
With the motorcycle. Rob's bringing his motorcycle there. Well, shop close 8 and 9 next month for me to come up.
The hell day is the 8th and 9th?
I don't know. He said something about that to me the other night. He wanted to know if he could come up there on the 8th.
A Thursday and a Friday. Boy, you better have some good dinner for me or something.
Oh, man. Don't get him started. You already know he's going to say something stupid.
We're going to have to go sit in the hot tub again.
Oh, man. I knew that hot tub talk was going to happen. God dang it, Jeremy. What you got? He said before breaking glass, he just
anytime a whole new box again. Now he's gonna have 3 more boxes.
That's no fun. No fun. Yeah, I mean, Kenneth says we need to put 36.5s in the Jeep. That'd be fun. I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be different. And Jeeps get loud anyways. Like, you don't have to really have a whole lot. You can still make a Jeep loud.
I still think it'd be cool. Just a whole buttload of 10s.
A whole buttload of 10s. Well, Tony Dolger has 24 10s.
Don't know that guy. Never met him before.
I'm like, he's already got a buttload of 10s. There's people that's got buttloads of 6.5s too, so. But you don't see a whole lot as a buttload of 8s.
I haven't seen Dan's build. I want to see Dan's build. I didn't get to see his. I know Tony's build. I want to see Billy. I want to see Billy come out in the damn lanes.
Yeah, we need Billy. We need Billy out here.
I want to see him build that Ford Ranger.
Yeah, you're the Ranger, Billy.
Oh, that budget Ranger.
The budget Ranger, man.
Didn't somebody have the Danger Ranger at one time?
I don't know. I always call them all that. I call every Ranger the Danger Ranger. I won't be there this weekend, but I'm really planning on going to Breaking Glass on the 11th. Yeah, I think so. On my thing, it shows that Anthony Gordon is going to be at my show this weekend at Ellen, Illinois. Is that a true thing, Leo? I know you can't speak for him, but I'm pretty like I know on my page it shows him as going. So I don't know if he's going or not, but I mean that's always maybe James. Maybe you can talk to him. Maybe he'll give you a ride down.
Leo can snag me up.
And Leo said he won't be there this weekend, but he's definitely excited about coming to Breaking Glass.
Leo's not going to be at what show? Any show this weekend?
I don't know. He just says I won't be there this weekend, but I'm really planning on going to Breaking Glass on the 11th.
Hell yeah. Breaking Glass is going to be cool, man. We're going to have the Thor Demo God Award.
Jeremy said Billy scares. Maybe he means Billy's scared.
I think so.
By the way, for anybody coming to the show this weekend, I have a ton of Basswars decals. A ton. And on top of that, Billy is sending me a ton more. So I will have Basswars decals and stuff for everybody. Vinyls for days. So if anybody needs Basswars stuff, hit me up. I will sell them. I got all different colors. He said, I do not know what his plans are, unfortunately. And yes, I will not be at any show this weekend because I have a family reunion. Lee won't because famous Code Red not make it, LOL. Everybody come for me, LOL. What? Or we won't because famous Code Red not make. I don't know what you're trying to say, Jeremy.
Because Code Red's not going to make it to the show.
Code Red will be there. Say, you know what? I can't go to this family reunion, Jeremy. I'm just kidding. He's gone. It's his wife's family reunion. It's not. Right? He's got. I know he's already got other stuff that's going on. If my new battery comes in, I might be coming for that hammer.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's actually it's unique. You know what I mean? It looks really cool. Everybody that sees it, actually even seen it in person, is like, man, that looks really, really cool. You know, it's something different, something awesome. I'm doing a first, second, third, but
hey, Jeremy,
I'm doing a custom plate for it. Like I said, so that's the cool thing about it is whoever wins it, I'm gonna have a custom printed plate for that. Like their name's gonna be on it and the show and everything. Like I want it to be a memorabilia kind of thing. I mean,
like definitely personal to the winner.
Yep.
So Jeremy, did you get my award made yet?
I appreciate it, Leo.
I have a special award.
I'm trying to find a way to be able to put lead inside that sucker. I can make it heavy, or some magnetic way to put it onto something.
I need it before this weekend. I'm taking it to the Illinois show.
You better get moving, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's why I took that. I was like, I'm gonna use it for this show.
Kenneth, nobody likes in-laws anyways.
God dang it, Kenneth. I got a sense of humor there, don't you?
Stop looking and find it.
Yeah, I mean, all it's got to do is be a piece of wood or something, dude. And you got tons of broken boxes.
Home Depot, $4.99 on the shelf.
Yeah, it's
done.
It's literally like I don't even know what sub. I know it's a Sundown. I'm not sure what Sundown it is, but it's completely blown to crap. The coil's slinky, and I'm making a special award. Basically, whoever blows something first, and they can bring it up to me and show me that they blew it, they get a blown subwoofer award at my show. I'm not wanting you guys to blow stuff, so don't do it on purpose. But it's just it looks like a ZV5. Yeah, I mean it probably is. It was in Ooh, Sarantino's van. I can't remember his first name, but it's a blue van. That thing was awesome too. It was another extreme build. Kind of. It was kind of. It wasn't the dash and everything was normal, but like he had one door that had like it was like steel and then had bulletproof glass on the one door, and then like the windshield that was doubled up, but the inside was just factory. So it was kind of, but it wasn't. I don't know if it was extreme or not really. It's kind of mixed. It was a mixed breed van. But also I did talk to Billy today. And Billy told me to talk to everybody on the live tonight about what they think about the extreme builds with the classes, you know, kind of like what me and you were talking about last night, Jim.
Yep.
So like there's some extreme builds we know that run Cyclone, that run Twister, that run Typhoon and Hurricane. And we're trying to figure out what would be
right here. These classes.
So you guys, so me and Billy was talking. I was telling him the only thing I can think of for on my end that would make it fair for right now until we could change something after this season's over would be anybody that's running an extreme cabin. Like we look in there, just if it's extreme cabin, it's automatically in unleashed classes. I mean, that's true, Dan.
100%. Yep, that's why they have been running it, because there isn't anything that says that.
But then like I'm getting phone calls and I'm getting messages at all hours of the night complaining about their builds because they beat them in like top 10s. Like they took first place in top 10 now because they have an extreme cabin and they don't. And I'm like, but at the same time, you have just the same opportunity. You have the same opportunity they did by taking that on. Yeah, that's exactly what me and Billy were talking about. Is after finals is over, then we change it up. But he kind of wants to push for the extreme cabin builds to be put in the unleashed classes. So
Unleashed wall, no wall.
No, unleashed demo.
Unleashed demo.
Yeah. I mean, or unleashed no wall. Just depends on what they want to run. But anything that's got an extreme is the only thing.
Unleashed no wall would just be a burp, but the unleashed demo would be the same thing. The thing is not the same frequency cap, so then they'd all be in the same frequency cap at that point in time. Like we were talking about last night. Like,
but for them, they'd be able to run whatever frequency they run.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be in that frequency cap, but it would be all the frequencies is what you and I were talking about.
Yeah, because you have some people, you know, they're going to be loud at 33. Then you're going to have some people that's going to be loud at 62 hertz, you know, or 72. So we were trying to figure that out. Billy wanted me to get some of the competitors' insights and just kind of see what y'all are thinking, what you guys want. Because it's definitely going to change for next year for sure. This year, I think we're just leaning towards, if it's extreme, it's going to go into an unleashed wall or unleashed no wall. It'd be like Anthony Gordon. Like he could run GOAT, you know, because that's greatest of all time. There's nothing on that. And then he could run unleashed wall. But then at the same time, you do that kind of stuff, then you lose entries on other classes that they could run. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the other thing that's going to come into that is what about like crowd loud, you know?
Well, that's why they got crowd loud GOAT.
That's what I'm saying.
We got to run it as crowd loud wall, but I still got to relay the message to Billy saying, hey, this guy was, you know, like Jace. His build's all extreme.
Yeah, but we don't have that class now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's on there. Like, it's on, like, our top 10s and stuff. Crowd Loud GOAT is on there.
Yeah, but it's not on our score sheet.
It's not on our score sheet. We just got to know their builds. Or when we do our sheets, we put that it's a extreme build or whatever. So then we have it to relay the message to Billy.
But on the Term Pro?
Yeah, you can't do it on the Term Pro. You're gonna have to run it in like just crowd loud wall. Just say it. But then you got to give it. You just let him know that it's an extreme build. But
yeah,
it's something that it's something that's going to be really hard. But I know me and Billy are talking a lot about it because I was explaining to him after I went to the Liberty Base show. I think I got like 19 messages from different people.
Yeah, you and I sat there talking how long last night about this whole ordeal?
Yeah, and I didn't have time to answer them until Sunday night because I was actually just really busy. And by the time the show was over, I was just like, man, I'm tired. Like I wanted to go back to the hotel and relax. So I didn't even focus on my phone at all. I just was like, you know what? I'm going to just chill on it. What up, Boba? What's up, brother? Kenneth says, I don't think it's fair that everyday cars should go against extreme builds because a lot of the guys drive their daily or at least drive them and not trailer clean.
Drinking lemonade.
Uh-huh.
Lemonade. Not pee.
Yeah, that's not pee.
Not pee. Yeah.
Penitentiary.
They should call go each class for extreme class. See, that's what I said. I mentioned that. But Billy still wanted me to talk to you guys, talk to the competitors, and see what the people are thinking. And I agree with Dan. It's a whole separate issue altogether when it comes to that part of it.
Dan was saying a separate issue with us, with the whole, the Term Pro thing. That's a whole nother issue, trying to get that all together too. So.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is we have so many classes already and trying to fit all these different things in and to kind of keep them separated for things that are offered to people now. And we're never going to know everything from the whole jump. We're not all going to be able to do a bunch of stuff
all right, Dan.
Without having issues that come about. Like everything's never a rule until somebody breaks something and then we have to make a rule or you got to make a change or a guide or whatever. Like you got to. Somebody does something that makes something change. And that's what's happening here is that we're now getting a mixture of more of these guys that we would normally not see. Everybody knows. Normally an extreme build isn't coming down into a demo class and trying to run, Typhoon, wall class, trying to run 20 or 29 hertz. That's not normally a thing, but now we're seeing that happen.
Seeing people building their extreme builds to be musical.
Yeah.
At all the frequencies. It's just like this.
Has to grow. We have to grow with it. We will grow together. And that's why all of us judges are in here. That's why Dan's in here, and you're in here, and I'm in here, and Billy and all of us are all talking with our competitors. That's what makes us awesome because we can sit here and talk about it and what we do in the future and things that we need to make changes and the best way to do them. 100%. So.
Yeah, I just talked to Billy this afternoon. And he's like, well, you got your live tonight, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, just talk to the people that's in your live and see what they're thinking, what they want, what the competitor wants out of the org, he's like, because in all reality, without them, we won't be here. So I figured I would address it and see what's going to be the best option to everybody. And you're 100% right, Dave. You're never going to make everyone happy. No, and I understand that. It doesn't matter.
We do keep it. The leveling of the playing field has been absolutely in the interest of the competitor at all times. So with that being said, that's why we have so many classes. So that way we can try to help keep that stuff out there. But we will run into these things and we'll address them and get to it. So I think it's awesome. Like I told you, we talked for hours last night. About like we
were on the phone for like 4 hours.
Yeah, you and I both have the odd region odd men now, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Chicago area, or Wisconsin guys come down. We see all these competitors in our lanes, like all the time. So with that being said, we get a lot of feedback from that. I got messages too, because I had Chase he came from your show and it came up to my show and did the same thing. And then we got people going back and forth. And I actually had it brought to my attention the other day at our show about that same exact, issue where someone was like in the top 10 and wanted to know how they could be in the top 10 with an extreme build. And then, so next thing you know, we're having to have a discussion. Hopefully everybody is calm and cool and collective about it and understand, like, all right, cool, yep, we're going to have to make some changes, or maybe we have to do something different or something, but without having some suggestions from everybody as well, the ones that are not liking it as well as the ones that are doing it, we need to be able to make that come to a peaceful agreement for sure. I know you and I talked about, like, making, like we just talked about crowd loud goat or whatever, like trying to find ways to fit them in. Not just going to eliminate a whole class for somebody or something. Can you do it? We got how many already? I mean, you got to try to add on. There's a lot of things that everybody doesn't know about, like trying to put things in the turn pro where we got to have only so much we can do. And, so there's a lot more to it.
We've only got so many spots on the turn pro that we can use.
Yeah.
And we already filled them. Plus we still have like 6 other classes that we have to do manually after shows because we run demo wars. I know me and you for sure, and Greg Kelly, and I've seen Pop Tart run some demo wars.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't know if Dan does. I haven't really seen a bunch of flyers from Dan yet. I don't know. Maybe I just missed them, Dan. But I don't know if you run demo wars really or not. But I know, like, Greg, myself, and Jim, we all definitely run demo wars at every show.
Every show.
It doesn't matter. I will run demo wars at every show. It's actually like my favorite part of the show. It's the end of the show. It's time to calm down. We get to just listen to people's rides and get some people out of the crowd to be part of the org also, grab some randoms and have them judge people's vehicles. That way there can't be nothing said about, oh, well, that guy's just his teammate. He likes him better. It's just favoritism.
Yeah.
So
Larry did okay, Jeremy. He did normal. We haven't pushed the limitations of them subs quite yet. Larry's got some new play toys on the way and some different recon things that he's trying to do. So when them get here, then you might see both of us step the tables of the knob up a little bit.
They are always afterwards, kind of need to be.
Yeah.
What's he talking about? I don't know.
Demo wars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always do them at the very end because then I make everybody turn off even if they're over there demoing, I'd be like, hey, time to stop demoing. Let these people do their thing.
Yeah, it's nice because I'll do it and I'll get, people gather together, some of that while Bell finishes up the paperwork or whatever, and it kind of works out pretty cool.
Yeah, Jeremy definitely loves demo wars. What's up, David? How you doing, brother? Haven't talked to you for a while. How you been out there, man? Or down there, I guess. That's why you should see about the awards if an extreme build ran Cyclone Wall and a normal build runs Cyclone Wall. Then you can do awards for them and do awards for normal builds. That way there's no problem. That way for now there's no problem.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually, Kenneth. Still run it, but you just have to put like a star next to, say, the extreme build guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, but then again, like Dan said, there's really nothing saying that they can't run the demo classes.
No, but what, like Kenneth is saying, is that you can still run it. You just need to know that whoever's in first place is, if it's an extreme, it would be first place extreme, and you would just run separate plates for that on that run. You know what I mean?
But then we run into the problem of where we're already, plates are already, sometimes you just don't have enough. and then it's gonna be more plates handed out. It's gonna be more money. It's gonna be more everything.
Debbie Downer. He's trying to throw an answer out here. We're trying to.
No, so
I mean,
but like in the guidelines, though, there really isn't nothing saying that, an extreme vehicle can't run a demo class. Like,
I'm just saying, and I think what he's saying is for like next year. I mean, if we can't.
I mean, I get what Kenneth is saying. I totally understand that, but I highly doubt that they're gonna do it. I don't know. It's something that we all got to talk about, and I'm going to definitely love the opinions.
Yeah, for sure. Write it down. Just keep track of it. I usually make a lot of notes during our lives and stuff that people say, stuff like that, whatever. So that way we, talk to Billy and stuff. I can remember some of that stuff that we can go over or whatever. Maybe we get a nice big meeting with all those managers and talk to all these guys that we got on our lives and take from each one of our lives and put together. Maybe we do a whole, whatever, what is it, like a search out on Basswars where we see what people say, and
yeah, I mean, I get it, Kenneth. He says, Billy is going to do GOAT classes for the other classes, and you can't add more classes to the term lab system.
Yeah.
That would be the easiest way.
Yeah, because we would just know. I mean, we would already know that it is that. We just have to star it, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, and I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, more plates, whatever, so there's still more competitors. There's still people coming through the gates, so. But if we put a star on our sheet and we find a system that works or whatever, it would just literally, the only thing that would change would technically be the top 10 score. We'd have to take in the ones at a star, and we'd have to, inform whoever's, entered it in, Billy or his son or whatever, that putting it in, or you or me or whoever that would have to enter it or whatever. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, communicate that there was, first, second, and third extreme and those names, or, anyway, the top 10 would be the place that it would actually segregate that at, because it would still come to the Turn Pro as a Typhoon wall, you know what I mean? But you could have 6 people that in it, and 3 of them are Typhoon wall, not extreme, and Typhoon wall that is extreme, because we couldn't change it in the Turn Pro. So.
Dave says, I get you, Brandon. You have to draw a line somewhere, but it goes back to the original comment. I'll never make everyone happy. Just do your thing, then you can make adjustments and such next year to improve off of this year.
Yeah, but like you and I both did, you talk about there, it doesn't say anything on here, and I mean, black and white right now, there's nothing against it.
Yeah, you did. You did a good job, Kenneth.
Yep. And I mean, some of them extreme builds, you even seen it even in the top 10. I mean, it's within points.
Just barely beating each other.
Within points. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's definitely something that we're all gonna have to figure out, and I know that we'll get it figured out, because we got a lot of awesome competitors, for one, that all have opinions.
Yeah, and everybody cares and actually trying to help out and put in opinions on it. It's the best way to go.
And I mean, as long as we have those opinions to go off of, and we listen to the competitors and what the competitors are wanting, and just kind of do what we can to make it as close as we can to being as many people happy as possible. But like you said, Dave, I mean, you're never going to make everyone happy. I know that. I've already found that out. And this is my first year, like a full year of being a judge. August will be my technically 1 year anniversary with Basswars as a judge. So I totally understand that. I mean, even with this first year, I've had it come up where people aren't happy about certain things, or they don't like a certain thing, or they're like, we should do something different. But that's why, if you're in me and Jim, our area, me and him come together as one, because we're out, and we try to change up trophies sometimes. We'll try to change up from plates to doing maybe like a cool 3D printed trophy, or maybe we'll make some special like subwoofer trophy, or we'll do something different just to make it a little different than what everyone always sees at every show. Yeah, everyone has the same opportunity to do what the other one did in the end, right? I mean, technically they do, Dave. I mean, technically, you could have Jim over here with the loudest van or Suburban in the world, and you could have me over here with my Suburban with 218s or 215s. I could have made my Suburban just as loud as his if I wanted to put the extra work into it, or my budget fit that. I could have did the same thing he's doing, or be louder than him. You never know.
Yeah.
Every one of us as a competitor still have the same opportunity.
Carlos proved that by slapping one sub in there and doing 180 with it. So come on.
Yeah, with one sub. I mean, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, Kenneth. Though, like that's where people's budgets are a lot different. Like the Hearst, the Ruthless Hearst. He's got his own budget. That's going to be way different than my budget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly right. That's exactly right, Dave. I agree with you. But I mean, in the end, my budget's going to be different from, a guy that owns a business's budget. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the guy that's in the middle that, I want y'all to come out, have a good time, have fun at the show. I'm not trying to mess everything up, upset all the competitors. And
I can relate with Dave on that because back in the day, I used to be a competitive boat racer. And it's like, if you want to get out and you want to be a competitive boat racer and you're going to race in a boat, there's guys out there that have full-blown engines and there's only a certain amount of restrictions on certain things. And then now your boat's faster than my boat, or drag racing, all the same thing. It's the level of the competitive that you're trying to get into it, that you're trying to do. And sometimes those things are not, able to do it. So it is nice having things that are still offered to those that inspire people to go that far up. That's like what you and I were talking about last night.
Yeah. We did have this discussion last night. So
it is the little guys that come into it that have the couple speakers that are going, man, that's really cool. I'd love to be able to do a competition. And it makes them smile and they're happy, and then they come out, and then next thing you know, they win a plate, they win a trophy, or they win a 3D piece or whatever. They meet Brandon or me or Dan or one of the other judges, and we're all friendly and happy-go people, and man, they have a really good time. And now they think it's something that they can get into. That's a double-sided standard factor because they get led into the fact that they can win something, they can do something in that, but yet they need to also understand that there's a level of competitive that's in there that you're trying to do. And you're going to come up against that when you get into something trying to be competitive. But we're saying it's nice to still have something for the little guys. It can't make everybody happy. That's so hard.
Yeah. So Dave says, but it's the same in a car show. A guy rolls his out of an enclosed trailer next to mine that I drove several miles to the show. We compete the same at most shows. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. It's just who has deeper pockets.
Yeah, it is always going to be a very difficult subject for everybody to be able to accomplish everything.
But I mean, in a way, I can understand what Dave's saying, but then in a way, I'm not trying to send him bad, Dave, but Jim is a witness. Anybody that's known me from 3-4 years ago is a witness.
Get louder.
I had a car that was definitely budget.
Yeah.
I mean, I had American Bass HDs on 2 Terramp MD8Ks and like a 45 amp hour C-Max.
I was your judge.
And I was still out there whooping them big boys' butts. They had 12 15s and 90,000 watts of power or 120,000 watts. And I would still beat them off of a car with only 4 15s. So it's not always the pockets in SPL. It's also the build. I mean, if you know your build inside and out and know what you need to do, it's about that too. It's not just pockets, because you can have all the money in the world, but you don't know how to run your stuff. you ain't gonna win. Like, you got to know how to run your equipment. You got to know exactly what it's gonna do. You got to know what it's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, it's the same with the stupid little Focus, man. Thing's only got 2 DC level 1s on a stupid MD8K, and like it should never be possible, but it does. And I mean, I still put up almost a 146 out of the trunk and a Focus, which I still feel, only like 1,526 watts, I think, was the most I clamped. So, and I mean, I spent under $400 on the whole system. Yeah, like Jeremy said, I did. I beat him. So with less than $400. How much money do you have in yours, Jeremy?
Hold on, I thought it was Jessica that beat him, but was it you or Jessica?
It was me. I ran the Focus.
Oh.
How much money do you got in your build, Jeremy? It's just yeah. Okay, 20K.
He's counting the car. Come on now.
Yeah, it ain't 20K, but I mean everything's 10K with Jim. No, I don't know how much does he have. He's probably got at least close to $3,000 or $4,000 at least worth of equipment.
10K. He's got at least 10K.
Okay, he's got at least 10K worth of equipment. I literally have $300 worth of equipment in my car. And I still beat him, and he has over 10K worth of equipment. It just is.
At the end of the day, as Dave was saying, though, you can't make everybody happy because some people are still not going to be able to do it, don't have the knowledge, don't have that, and they're going to come back and they're going to be like, that's not fair.
But that's when they hit up somebody that does have the knowledge that aren't assholes. Because a lot of the people that have the knowledge are just straight assholes and won't help the little guys that want to do big things. And that's what messes up the base community. Like, quit being so selfish and focused on yourself and self-centered and start helping everyone. Like, we're trying to grow this community as a family. We're just one giant basehead family. Yeah, exactly, Tommy. Like, I did a 46 in my Focus too. Yeah, a little on 212s at 1,500 watts, something like that. This is barely over. It's like 1,526 watts.
Chasing that 50 life.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Dang it, Lil J, why are you goofing off in here, man?
Because he's never going to be loud.
He said if you'd have pyramids, you'd be doing 60s. Dave says exactly same as building a car. It's putting the money where it needs to be and knowing what to put together. Exactly. Never going to make everyone happy. And Brandon, you're right. Good people and few are far in between these days, unfortunately. Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it sucks because there is a lot of people in the community that have the know-how and they could help everybody out. They could help anyone out at any time because they do have that knowledge, but they don't because they would rather be selfish and hold all the knowledge to themselves.
Yep.
And that's not what we're about. Like, even us as a team, we work as a giant family.
Yep.
And that's exactly how I look at it. When I'm running the lanes, I'm going to include every one of you guys that's in my lanes. You're going to be part of my family that day. And I'm going to help anyone I need to help do what they got to do, whether it's moving a box, changing your wiring, do something. I have literally sat there. Jeremy can vouch for this one. I've moved his box all over his car to make it louder. And I mean, Kenneth knows, I'm not afraid to help and try to do anything. And I mean, and I guess what Kenneth's saying is right too. All is the new guy's point of view. They come get beat by an extreme build.
Hey,
they're gonna get discouraged.
I mean, I'm a 50-50 person. I believe on both sides of that story because I love the new guys coming into the lanes. But Kenneth, you need to think about this though. And like I said, I'm not defending both sides literally, but if you got as you're saying, a new guy that's coming into a lane that's competing against something that has to go up against an extreme build, then they're not a new guy. You know what I'm saying? Or they jumped into something they don't know enough about. Because if you got somebody that has anything that's getting extreme, like, I don't know, maybe these demo classes, you're talking a wall. So if you got someone that's coming in at a wall, that's not somebody new or not experienced enough. You know what I mean? Like, new guys should be 212s in the trunk, a no wall with a 15 or something like that. Those guys are not going to be pitted up against extreme guys.
Yeah. I mean, Kenneth does the same thing. When he's at shows, he'll help anybody.
Yep.
Jeremy,
that's
same
why
thing.
Kenneth's a team. That's why they're all a team. That's why we do what we do, to try to make sure everybody gets a chance.
I think just about everybody that's in here right now is team. Like Jeremy Grissette's in here.
Yep.
Rossett.
Yep.
My bad. I say it wrong every time. Lil J, Jessica.
Yep.
We got our pretty much our whole family's in here. You know what I mean? This is our team. We all help each other. We help other teams. We don't care if you're not on our team. We will come to you and help you.
Yeah.
That's what we do. I mean, and I leave my inbox open and Messenger. Like, if people ever have questions, they can hit me up anytime. I will try to help them as much as I can, even if I don't have them in my lanes. I will still try to help them. Yeah. How you liking it, Jeremy?
Yeah, hats off to our military boy, Jeremy.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a thing that Billy wanted me to.
It's a touchy subject. It's always a sore subject because somebody's going to lose one way or another. At the end of the day, though, there should be love amongst the community, and that we should understand that we do what we can to make it work no matter what. We're not being unfair, so. But
yeah, Jeremy, that's awesome, dude.
We definitely will work through this. This isn't our first rodeo, or not our last rodeo, with having to make some kind of change.
Jeremy Sutton, like he just said, there was a lady that has always wanted to try to compete. She came to her first show ever here in Marion, but Jeremy and Rob was there, and they actually both pitched in $15 each for her first run ever. And she literally started crying because she got, what was it, a 40? A 140 something? I think she got just a little over a 140. And she started crying instantly and was so excited and couldn't believe that people would help out like that in the community. And that's the way I run my shows, though. That's what I want to see. I want to see my competitors help other people. Like, I don't want no drama and stuff in my shows. Like, it just ain't cool. I like going against bigger builds than mine for sure. Kenneth says to show you can do just as good with less.
Yeah, I think, like I tell everybody, even when we do installs, you get those little guys that they're out there. Oh, I want a wall. I'm gonna do it. Let's do this. And I tell everybody, I'm like, listen.
You don't know what you're getting into.
A wall is a commitment that you better be ready for. You better understand what you're getting into right now.
Yeah.
But every bit of it is fun. I mean, the building and stuff like that. I hope everybody gets a chance to get in there and put their time into everything. Even the ones that pay for stuff. We offer them as well. At the shop, people to help out. Man, I love that. Getting their hands in so they understand their build and knowing that stuff like that, and understand what you're doing and what you're getting involved into, and have fun with it. That, dude, seeing the old lady at your show like that, that's cool. Like Lawrence got his 55 this weekend with us.
I saw that.
Yeah, he was.
I saw that picture.
He was in tears, bro. I was like, he's been fighting for that 55 for a minute.
A long minute. Yeah, he has.
I almost cried for him. I was like, holy shit, like I wasn't right there. Bell was running lanes for me. And I was talking to somebody, and like right in the middle of talking, I'm like, like I seen him get it, so.
Yeah. I remember that, Kenneth. He had his no wall, and he was beating guys with walls in my area because they didn't know what they were doing, obviously.
No, not because he's loud, just because they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
no, they had like 6 15s and a fourth order against his two little his two little 15s in a no wall, and he was over there smashing them by like 2-3 dB, and I'm just like, dang, like I'm sitting over there like this is crazy, like he's hurting these guys' feelings for sure. And that guy did get upset, and he ended up like leaving the show because Kenneth kept beating him. But Kenneth was, when I first met Kenneth, he was super competitive. And
well, Rick.
And then I was like, Rick, you need to come down here and show him that a no wall can be loud too. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, Kenneth. I mean, I wanted Rick to humble you a little bit. Sometimes we need humbled. Sometimes we need humbled. Rick, don't matter who you are, sometimes we all need humbled. And Kenneth came up there and ran, and I had Rick go up there and run, and Rick pops a 60 on his first run, and then Kenneth, and a no wall, and
same so 415s.
Yeah. You were super competitive though. It was definitely, it's all good, and we had a great time. I mean, I miss those days because, man, you would run everything you saw someone else running that you thought you could beat them in, or you would beat them in. And you were super competitive. Like, you were putting down good numbers with just 215s. You were doing a good score. You were doing solid. You were doing awesome. And it was just so cool to see how much you've grown in the community since I first met you to where you're at now. It's been awesome to see your wife grow as much as she has from where she was at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool to see these people come in that are just itching to be competitive. And they're just starting off.
And wife running the lanes, both on a competitive team.
Yeah. And they're both no walls. Now they both have walls. They both have been super competitive in the classes that they run. I mean, his wife last year was Indiana State champion in Mecca. And it's just awesome to see the growth and everybody that, I see in the lanes or I've known for a long time. Just awesome to see him growing and steady doing it. He said he don't care about chasing numbers anymore. And Tommy says, I definitely got that itch. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. I love having the itch too. But, man,
I personally helped put them 18s together that she has running in that wall. Those things are nasty.
Yeah, I did help him put them in before they left, and then he had to put them in from the rear because the surrounds are so big. It was touching the seats, so he had to change it around when he got home. So, but yeah, I did help him put them in, and she did get the 18s for me. Yep, and see, I mean that's exactly what we do, though. I mean, we all help each other out, and that's just how it works.
Yeah.
That itch that you got though, Tommy, man, that's a commitment itch. Telling you, if you're getting into it, you got to it's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of commitment. And
Worlds is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to keep getting better and better and better each year as we grow with it.
Definitely 100%.
A lot of people look forward to Worlds because it's kind of like that a little elite club. You get a chance to go and be a part of something and do something that you worked all year for.
Yep. And I mean, it's always going to be awesome. Worlds is always fun because you work your butt off all year. And a lot of the people that I know that compete with me, they don't just run the 5 shows and say, all right, I'm good. I can go to Worlds. I ran 5 shows. Most of them, they come back every show or at least once a month to a show. You know what I'm saying? He wants to find another Crossfire XS 8K to put in hers. I think 2 8Ks would be a lot of fun in hers. You don't want to pay for them recones, Kenneth. I promise. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Those recones are not cheap. Are they?
Mm.
They're not cheap.
Mm-mm.
They're not
Those
cheap.
are custom.
Yeah, they were very customs, but yeah, they're awesome subs.
Yeah.
They sound so good. I love the tone of them for sure. The tone of those things are awesome. Check the BW buy sell or Basswars, I guess, buy sell page. Might find something. So Kenneth said, or Dan said to you, Kenneth. She don't push it like I would, LOL.
Jeremy, I'm going to tell you this, okay? As a president of the team, as a president of my household, as a competitor, as anything that you could put on the top of everything you've ever done, and check it all the way back down to the lowest of low. For all the years that I've been doing what I've done and where you're at right now, going to Tennessee and you getting a chance to go somewhere and be a part of something that you haven't done yet is probably going to be a lot of fun for you. Your team and you being in Indiana and joining the team to do Worlds there with them is going to be there for you all the time. Mm-hmm. That opportunity to go down to Tennessee and get out of the state and go be a part with other people and represent your team is even a better feeling and a bigger feeling than being humbled with your own group, you know? So don't miss the opportunity to do something you've been chasing and having a passion for. Your drive for the Demo Wars has been excellent. And I can honestly say you're a true competitor, win or lose. It will help you understand where your place is in this community. When you go there and you win or lose, you get to be a part of that moment that can't be taken from you. So, and it will be a memorable factor, you know, so you get someone to take you down there and you get the opportunity to do it. Do not miss it. Go and enjoy it. Greg will put on a great show for you. You'll have a good time and the people are going to be awesome. I can't tell you any better than to, if you do have the opportunity, the funds, the money, and the chance to get out and go to Worlds away from the normality of your normal stuff to go do it, represent your team, there ain't nothing better than that, bro.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you 100%. Like I said, if like you said, you know, he goes down there for Demo War World Champions.
Yes.
You know what? When you come home, whether you win or lose, we're all here for you, brother.
Right.
We're all a team. We're all a family. We're still gonna be here. We ain't going nowhere just because you go down there. I ain't gonna be mad because you go and to run Greg's lanes.
100% proud of you for following a dream, man. That's something that you want to do. Go.
No matter what, everybody on our team is gonna 100% stand behind you and support what you're passionate about.
Yep.
When we all know you're passionate about them Demo Wars.
Yep.
We all know you have that.
Yep. Yep.
And you're right, Tommy. Tennessee has a lot of good teams, a lot of great teams.
Yep. And you know what? You going down there, Jeremy, is going to do nothing but add to that beauty of another team coming down there and representing, bro. 100% go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Kenneth. I mean, he said that's why I love going to the Ohio show, put on the show, represent the team.
Yep.
I mean, it was just me. It was him and Jeremy, really the only two that came. I mean, I was there.
That's all. What? Couple people showing up for a team regardless of it. I mean, it's tough in these days to be able to make it to all these shows. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, whatever, one guy showing up, someone that's trying to go, you're going to get someone here and there, whatever. It's respectable no matter what, man. It is a tough economy.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I agree with you 100%.
But, you guys coming down there and supporting Brandon in the lanes, you know, I mean, that's showing your full support of love of our org.
Yeah, that's true.
The team and love of what you do, and it shows commitment, and it's a lot of fun. I bet it was a great experience for you. I mean, you wouldn't change it.
That's true too. Andrew Wright was there, and so was Jessica.
We need to get Jessica in the lanes and make it a complete different factor for her, because you know as well as I know it's a different story putting her in the lanes.
Yeah, instead of me just running the car every time.
Yeah.
I got lots of shows I missed. A few shows this year though. One or more that let people know we are out there and
Yep.
show out, win or lose or draw.
Yep. Good. It's good. It's just like Stitch, man. Like I said, that's why I'm Stitch with that. It's Ohana, our family. You know, it might be little, we might be broken, but it's ours.
Andrew said, "Where was I? What happened?" Oh, she was just tagging you, saying you came out to that Liberty Base show in Ohio.
Showing out.
You showed up and showed out for the team too. Did your thing.
Tommy said, here in Tennessee, all the teams love each other. Everyone has fun, and that is true, man. You remember when we were down in Bama, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. I mean, that was the last time I actually seen all the orgs actually all together, 100%. You know what I mean? Like, not all of them, but I mean, vast majority of them were all there in Bama, and man, we all had a good time. There was some ups and downs, but
yeah. I mean, it was still fun though. We had a lot of orgs there.
Andrew said, "Hey, blew the half o, man." And you know what?
Instantly, like that thing just caught on fire. Yeah, see, Kenneth said it. Andrew, right? You don't count.
Catching things on fire.
Well, catching things on fire.
Wait, little Jay did the same thing to his too, man. But you know what though? With all things aside, Robbie took care of it. He backed it up. You know, was able to keep him going and handle it. You know what I mean? So that is why we support companies and people and teams and things like literally, the solid ones are there for you. So that was cool. You know what I mean? And hey, you're never gonna forget that day, are you, Andrew?
No, I won't forget that day. That amp was hot, dude. I burnt my damn hand grabbing it.
Hey, video never happened.
Had a bad streak with cheaper amps, lol.
It's actually a good amp. So everybody that I've had that has switched out or had problems or things taken care of, have all turned around and keep running them on a half ohm, and they're having no problems. Lil Jay had the same thing happen to his, whatever. It's bound to happen with things that come into bulk. You know what I mean? You're going to get that, so.
Yeah. You'll get some batches that everything works great. Some batches will have a few in it wrong. Some might have every other one that's bad. You never know. Quality control makes a big difference. And sometimes they miss stuff.
But once you get past it and get through it.
Like you said, yeah, I'm glad. I blew 3 amps in 2 weeks.
That's perfect to be glad for. Boy.
He's glad he's got something that's not blowing now. It don't blow up no more. It plays. He's like, yep, I'm going to stick around 2 ohms now.
Change the sub load. Put one on each sub at 1 ohm.
Oh, there you go. That's an idea. 1 on each sub. Oh, he wants to know if you're coming out to Illinois this weekend. I know him and Rob are going to be there.
Yeah, so we have a show here, but I don't have any transportation. So I'm trying to figure out who's going to drag my butt across if I go. Also,
Andrew, I don't know if Rob knows, but they're having an actual bike, like a bike show. So they're actually having a motorcycle show at this show I'm having this weekend.
Yep.
So make sure Rob knows, because his bike is gorgeous. It's beautiful, and it would probably win. He'd probably win a few different awards with that thing.
He has a good chance at it for sure.
Definitely. That's one of the nicest bikes I've seen anywhere around this whole state. So
you guys to come up for breaking glass, man.
Yeah, I just found that out tonight. We had the guy on that is helping run the show earlier, and he said that he's going to have they're actually doing a motorcycle contest, like just cleanliness, and they're also doing an audio part, and they're doing a car show. So yeah, and you can camp at the campgrounds, I guess.
Yep.
If you wanted to. I found that out too.
No, this 27th. So the makeup show with Anthony, I have not. So I guess we planned on doing one on the 27th for him because we technically had this show and we were going to cancel the show. I was going to go with Brandon, and then I was asked to try to do a makeup show, but yet it's still not fast enough to be able to get the whole thing put into work. So I don't know when the makeup show now is going to be. So we couldn't cancel this show. Everything just didn't quite fall like it needed to fall. But you will know because it'll be too quick to do the makeup show. Like I talked to him and it's just too fast. It's too, not enough people are going to have time to be prepared to go, oh, cool. That's the extra day that we didn't get to get into or whatever. I need to work out some details with that with Anthony still and see what he wants to do, how he wants to do. He's kind of trying to work up some things under his sleeve because he does want to keep it an annual show. Just because it didn't work out at that particular venue does not mean that it's not going to happen again or continue on doing it, because Anthony definitely wants to try to put on something really big here in Michigan and be a part of it. So just watch, on Basswars, I'll announce it. Brandon can announce it. One of us we'll be on there to do it, or follow our team page. We'll post all that stuff up there. If it's not this 27th, we do have another one coming up again, because we try to schedule the shows ahead of time and try to keep our events ready to go where we have them already locked into place. So Breaking Glass is coming up on the 11th. That's something that's for the kids, for the schools, man. It's going to be really awesome. I tell everybody, please come to that show. That's the one that all our team come together as a team. Out of state guys come up here. People from out of state come out. Team Automotive Addicts, Chris Coomer with the 5 buses always came up here and supported us through it. So it's always been a really good event. It's at the Raceway, so there's really no bother at all. There's food there. We're in the grass, so it's nice and calm.
And the owners are awesome.
Yeah,
they'll come and get a demo.
Yeah.
They'll come and get demos and hang out with everybody.
Yeah. They're like a newbie. I mean, they run around like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
They love
it.
it.
It was awesome going there last year for that show.
Yeah.
I had a blast seeing them guys riding around on that golf cart, just stopping it like every car, like, oh, this is cool. Oh.
Yeah. He even actually came to our shop and had me build a center console build for his son. So that was really, really cool. I did a whole DSE build for him in his truck. Last show for Kenneth and me for Prospect Stage for the team. That's something you can reach out and talk to Brandon for. We're going to talk this weekend and all that stuff of that to try to get, you guys as prospects that come out, showed up and done what you had to do. We usually try to do a 6-month kind of period in there to make sure they're going to fit really, really well. And 3-show minimum, stuff like whatever. But we'll discuss that, go over that for sure. You guys have been nothing but supportive, been awesome. You guys traveled across the states to come out to shows. So yeah.
Andrew drove like 4.5 hours to come to that Ohio show, and he drove home the same day.
Yeah,
and went out to dinner with us.
Yeah,
I know he was out late.
I can't stress it more enough for everybody to come to Breaking Glass. You're gonna have a really good time. And when you support a school, I tell people bring a backpack or something like that. Whatever. We're supporting River Academy this year, kind of like a charter school, to help them out. Sometimes some things are better than others. Sometimes the donations are better than others. It does cost us a lot to do these venues like this, because we do have to pay for this venue. And then we try to do a lot of stuff with the kids, so that way kids can come out and have games and fun and prizes and stuff like that. So Brandon's going to be doing something very much similar for you guys down there too. So that's going to be really, really cool. So like I said, man, everything's growing really, really fast, and everything is just going out of control for the team. I'm glad to have you guys a part of it. I think that's really, really awesome. Maybe you guys can come up with something really cool the same way, maybe do something Breaking Glass for class for, guys down there in Indiana too, because the schools need the help. Really, if there's one thing we do give back to the community, and helping out, but the schools, when you do that, you're giving back not just the community school, but you're giving back to kids and family too. So kind of works out all the way around the table. We just got done doing a benefit this weekend, which we did for cancer. And I hope that really went well for them for money and funds that they did. It was very supportive for the SBL.
Dang it, Kenneth.
What did he say?
He said I had to stay Friday with Brendan and Jessica. That should count for a lot to have to put up with them. Love you guys.
I know, man.
No, you had to stay with Jeremy too.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. You had to stay with Jeremy too.
Yeah, keep him out of the jacuzzi.
Yeah. Yeah.
No hot tub for Jeremy. But anyway, definitely, hey, with anything that goes on with you guys and travel and stuff like that, man, I do give my hats off to you guys. Like if you guys go to another state, I don't care if it's even just the next state over. That's pretty bad to the bone to me. Andrew, you were the lucky guy. See, he's the smart one out of the group. Damn it, Kenneth, what's wrong with you?
He said I went home instead of doing that. LOL. Yeah, we offered. If he didn't want to pay for a hotel or whatever, he could have just stayed with us all in the hotel room. It was it was a lot. I had myself, my son, Jessica, so my wife, Kenneth, Jeremy. We were all in a king size. It was a king size bed. I wasn't expecting a bunch of people to stay when we booked the room, but once I found out Kenneth was coming and Jeremy was coming, I just invited them. Y'all can stay with me. That way you ain't got to pay for a room, take extra money out of your pockets. So they just stayed with us. But yeah, man, Kenneth gets loopy after he takes his meds and don't go to sleep right away. So found that out. It was pretty funny, man. He was cracking me up. Is the Glass a 2-day show? The Breaking Glass show?
No, it's just it's on a Sunday, to believe it or not. But that's why everybody can come up on the weekend and enjoy the weekend. I usually try to spend time with guys when they come up and for the weekend. So you can come up and stay. We do have a hotel. We do have parks. You can crash in the shop if you want to bring a mattress and stuff and throw up. Or we do have, ability to put you up for the night. Just no showers in the shop, obviously.
But yeah, it was a good time. I know I went last year and I had a lot of fun.
I thought about making Breaking Glass a 2-day event if it keeps getting as big as it's been getting. It's possible.
Jeremy.
The other thing that I do want to bring up is if you guys are going to go and do your remote worlds, please make sure you guys have your 5 shows in that class and that it was done prior or when you had your membership, because it starts from the time of your membership that you guys actually have that there. If you don't, I know Brandon and I are willing to throw a show and put on a show to help you guys make sure that you can get that. So you've got to let us know. Don't do it at the last minute. Spread it around. Tell everybody, if you want to have a membership, have it paid, have it ready to go.
And yeah, Andrew, if you want, just give me a call after the live, and I'll explain to you everything that I know from me and James.
Yeah. Brandon has a handle of everything. So
Yep. I mean, Rick's really busy right now.
Yep.
So I'm kind of taking over that spot for a second. Well, not really taking over, but I'm holding it down while Rick's busy in his moment.
Doing the VP things he needs to be doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what family's for, man.
5 before. No, it's got to be states too. It's got to be for regionals too. You got to have 5 shows in before states and worlds. Either one. For both, you have to have 5 in the class that you're planning on running.
Right.
And worlds is $75 a class. But that's because the extra money that is coming from that is actually going to be going to making actual cards for you guys next year. Membership cards, real. It'll actually have the Basswars logo and your name and member number and all that stuff.
And plus the trophies for this year too. He's changing it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I got head off. Got long days all week. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine, Andrew. I'll get you, brother.
Jeremy, me and Brandon will help you. If you're going to go down to Tennessee, we'll make sure that you get the help. You just need to find the ride or the driver.
Mm-hmm. Because we won't be able to do it because we got our own thing we got to do.
Yeah.
I'm, you already know if I wasn't having to do Worlds 2 the same day, I would definitely drive you down there or whatever. I mean, you're only 30 minutes from me, so
we've drove to every single one that's been out there, and Brandon and I know we've been in the Worlds together for the last 5+ years.
Oh yeah, Yep. Definitely. And we drove all the way down to Alabama. We've been all over the place. Man, we've been all over the place.
Alabama, boy, I'm gonna tell you what, that was
That was one of the
dirt.
best ones, though.
New Mexico has a lot of red dirt, but Bama's got the red dirt going on.
Yeah. I think Alabama was so far was my favorite worlds I've ever been to, though. So
Yeah, I did have a good time, honestly. I mean,
it was just fun. There was a lot of orgs. There was a little drama here and there, but I mean, you're gonna run into that when you get a bunch of different people, bunch of different orgs.
Yeah,
you're gonna have people that
Yeah, because you get to go see the other orgs and the things that they're doing and the other builds and
stuff. how they run their classes and like that's pretty. It's awesome though. It was fun
for sure.
It was 150 for ISPLL World Finals 2 a few years ago, so that's a decent price. Yeah, so it is 75 per class. So say you run 2 classes, Leo, it'd be $150 for that day. And like I said, part of that's going towards the machine to make you guys all like actual membership cards. So it ain't just like, oh, I gotta look on my phone again to find that number or whatever. You'll actually have like a wallet hard card that's similar to like your driver's license or credit card quality. And you'll be able to just show us, or you can write it down, and it'll be a lot easier. And I think it shows the competitors we're putting it back for you guys too. But it'll be fun. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I've been on here live for 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yep, in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
Oh, mine's different than yours, I think.
Yeah, because I came in just after you.
Yeah, mine's 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 25 seconds. But yes, as if anyone doesn't know, which I think everybody in here does, every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are live every Monday. And then we also have another live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And that's Mr. Dan O'Brien, who was in here earlier talking. Yep. And then on Thursdays, it's the owner, Billy, and Jimmy from Kansas, the Kansas judge. So we do have 3 lives a week, Basswars live. So
night, Jeremy.
All right, but yep, I guess we're gonna get off here. Y'all be safe. Enjoy everything. I'll see you guys this weekend if you make it out to the show. If not, I'll see you probably the following weekend at the other show in Marion at the soccer fields on the 3rd. So
life is better loud.
Life is better loud. All right. Well, all right, Jim. You have a good night, man.
All right, brother.
And I'll talk to you, and we'll see what's going on.
Okay.
And everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all here.
Thank you much, guys.
Hey, Dan's still here. All right. All right. Yep. And you guys have a good night. And I'll get a hold of you. Yeah, I appreciate you too, Dan. And I'll definitely get a hold of you after this outro is over. Okay. All right. Well, night, everybody.